Yes, guys, we are finally back and we have finally made it to another reaction, brothers and sisters. The only reaction I'll be dropping on this YouTube platform. So welcome, brothers and sisters, to this Brbptv. Be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. Brbptv. Yesterday had an interesting, and they were trying to pronounce it, interesting meet, and people were trying to say Brbptv. It's not that hard, bro. It's Brbptv. Anyways, guys, welcome to another vibrations or another reaction on this here Brbptv. Be real, be positive television vibrations. Of course, I won't be dropping another one on the Mr. Leaks Reacts channel today. I had a video, guys, but I wasn't seeing it too clearly, so I decided, you know what, let me just leave that for another time. Maybe I can clear it up and have my people organize that video so I can, you know, do a reactions on it. But welcome, brothers and sisters, welcome to every single one of you guys. And of course, don't forget to do what, guys, click the thumbs up button. Click the thumbs up button right there. Click the like button. I would appreciate that. And of course, subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can pretty much get the latest vibrations, for which you'll be notified when I drop my videos right there and then. Okay, guys, so don't forget to do that. Subscribe, brothers and sisters. Subscribe. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let us get into the vibrations for today right there. Now, brothers and sisters, I saw this very interesting post. I saw this very interesting statement or a post on Facebook, and I thought I would share it with you guys right there. For 20 years, this individual is saying, I have been waiting for a new ROSEAU. And by that, that person means a new look of ROSEAU, brothers and sisters, for which we have been promised by Skerrit. There have been all sorts of designs going out, how ROSEAU is going to look and so forth and so forth. We know ROSEAU became a ghetto, brothers and sisters. A ghetto fabulous with all them tents that they took on the tents and they put it back. Which is rather interesting, brothers and sisters, when it comes on to the dynamic of ROSEAU and the beautification of ROSEAU, for which Bayfront was actually pushed back and made in a format that of which will show the beauty of the city, brothers and sisters. A place to come and relax. There was even a fountain that had lights there, brothers and sisters, for which they destroyed it sometime. I think it's probably like 2 years ago or something, or within that vicinity, brothers and sisters. They destroyed it. They took away the beauty of ROSEAU, brothers and sisters, and you then ask yourself, what have they done? You know. But for 20 years, this individual has been waiting for a new look of ROSEAU. That has not happened yet. Well, the new look has happened, brothers and sisters. I don't think it is in the positive. It's more likely in the negative, because ROSEAU used to look really nice, brothers and sisters, with Bayfront and all the lights and so forth and so forth. When Christmas time coming, you swear it's New York City. Well, no, let's not go too far. You Texas, let's not go too far. Arizona, well, yes, Arizona in the city. Nah, let's not go too far. But it was looking nice, brothers and sisters, when, of course, there was Christmas time, all the lights and so forth, looking really nice, man, with the fountain and everything like that. And of course, they took it away, brothers and sisters. So the new look is definitely there. Is it better? That is the good question I think individuals should ask right there. So there is definitely a new look in ROSEAU, but is it better? For I believe it has become the ghetto fabulous city of the world, brothers and sisters. But that, of course, is another story right there. Will it happen under the present administration? This individual is saying, well, it hasn't happened yet. They have been making a lot of promises for which has not been attained at all in any regard whatsoever, brothers and sisters, which of course brings me to this point right there. Now, for you to know the advance and the movement forward, brothers and sisters, you have to pretty much know how we're going back. Okay, we mentioned ROSEAU. All right, let us look at the evidence, that of which we can say, okay, will it happen under the present administration? Good question. That's not a question, but that should be a question right there with a question mark at the end. Will it happen under the present administration? But for us to know this, brothers and sisters, we have to look at the track record, that of which they are presented. Of course, in 2014, Skerrit made a statement saying that THOMSON Fountain and LENNOX Linton should apply to the NEP program. The NEP program, the very program that is struggling today, brothers and sisters. The National Employment Program is more of a transition. I just play too much, you know. A transitionary program, brothers and sisters. The investments we have been making, like the MORROCAN hotel. Interesting. Let me read that again. The investments that we have been making towards what? The MORROCAN hotel. We expect to employ about 80 people there. Well, they don't say people, so that is an interesting. About 80 there. So maybe it's not people they're talking about, because at present there's clearly not 80 people there, or even 10 people there. Well, even 5. Okay. But several persons have gotten into farming as a result of the coffee plant. All right. I remember when my friends them came down. They're my friends now, but they used to watch my videos and they came down Dominica for them to do research on the coffee, and they did a wonderful job putting it out there, and they won first place in this situation. You would think Dominica would take the research that they have done, you know, and utilize it. Apparently that has not happened, materialized. Brothers and sisters, is there Dominican coffee on the shelves? Is it overseas, brothers and sisters? Is it all right then, brothers and sisters, that's a good question to ask. Is it overseas? And brings me to this point. We talk about getting stuff from overseas. China boasts of exporting US $70 million worth of goods to Dominica. That's what THOMSON Fountain has indicated right there, and it asked an important question: how do we get our products into the Chinese market? Because the Chinese are sending $70 million, which means that the Dominican people have to pay 70 million plus, you know, a $70 million worth of goods to Dominica. And THOMSON has asked a very important question: how do we get our products into China? But let me continue what Roosevelt Skerrit, because he mentioned THOMSON Fountain and LENNOX Linton and tell him they should apply to NEP. Brothers and sisters, and he mentioned the Moroccan hotel, and then said several persons have gotten into farming as a result of the coffee plant. Are they still there? That is 2014, brothers and sisters. 10 years later. It's interesting. Anyways, let's continue. As well as persons that will be hired there in geothermal, brothers and sisters. 2014. Is anybody hired in geothermal? Anybody? Can you name a family member, a friend, an enemy, a foreigner? You know, anybody? No? All right then, brothers and sisters. In geothermal, the investments and the tremendous opportunities there. Yeah, interesting. We implemented NEP to address the unemployment situation. Yes, that is very true. I indicated that one of the reasons why they developed NEP was not for any transitory or transitionary or you get the point, brothers and sisters. Transition, not any transitionary, according to what they say in there, or transitory. I like to say that word. Right, this is not Mr. Lix Reacts, guys. Sorry, okay, let me get back into it, brothers and sisters. Of course, they mentioned that farmers would have been part of the agricultural sector for the coffee plant, and a number of persons would have been employed in the geothermal, which of course, you know, 10 years later, is that the case? They say they implemented the NEP program for them to do what, brothers and sisters? For them to curb the unemployment situation in Dominica. Of course, unemployment was rising, and they put the NEP program to curb it so it doesn't look too bad. You know, minus the NEP program, brothers and sisters, is chaos. Because not only seeing people working on the road, brothers and sisters, by the way, they diluted that to the extreme. Because the amount of people you used to see working on the road now, brothers and sisters, realize they're not there again. Okay, all right then. It's what is the word I used when a friend asked me what is going on? A retainer. There's some sort of retainer for the NEP program happening right now, brothers and sisters. So they have very few people working there. And of course, in other places like shops and the banks and other places around Dominica, NEP workers were also getting paid from this thing. It doesn't help Dominica in any way, shape, or form, because you're just spending money without actually having any sort of surplus to come back. It's like you invest your money and that's it. You know, no more money coming to you, brothers and sisters. Don't make any sense. That's what the NEP program is and meant to curb the unemployment situation in Dominica. They didn't look to advance the economic viability factors that would have dealt with agriculture mainly and tourism, where they would set up stuff, and also finding the markets for agriculture would also help in that regard. They mentioned coffee plants and of course agriculture in itself. That did not materialize. They mentioned Moroccan hotel where 80 people would have been there. That did not materialize. And of course, they continue to say St. Lucia has had a program for many years. St. Kitts has one. Grenada has one. Trinidad has one. The United States has one. Well, when it comes down to these people having these type of programs, it actually creates surplus for them. Okay? So, in Dominica, it just bow. You know, look, bow. All right. Yes, brothers and sisters. It's very unfortunate right there. And when I think of the United States program in itself, it always comes from another source that creates surplus. I was going to mention that thing, but let me leave that right there. But brothers and sisters, it's very interesting that we're looking at this. And of course, I bring you to the Moroccan hotel. Right. This is the Moroccan hotel that employed 80 people in 2014. This is it in 2024, brothers and sisters. It looks like a fancy hotel. Sorry about that, guys, but of course, let's continue. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so this is, you know, any Moroccan hotel, the prestigious Moroccan hotel that was sponsored by the King of Morocco, brothers and sisters. Interesting that we see in the Moroccan hotel in its viability truly represents the state of Dominica right now, brothers and sisters. That is truly the state of the Moroccan hotel. And of course, Skerrit promised at least 80 jobs. 80 at least. While Antigua just the other day I did a reaction indicated to us they will bring in about 800 jobs. In 2014 they promised 80 jobs. And it never happened. It never happened. Did it happen, guys? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's me that delusional. Maybe this is a video. Maybe this is in Timbuktu. You know, it just looking familiar. Maybe it's outside Dominica, brothers and sisters. Maybe. So, did it materialize? Can you guys help me out there? Because I want to know. I want to be wrong in that regard. We see nice bushes and, you know, cattle can come and graze a little here. But I don't see much employment happening there, brothers and sisters. This is like just a waste of land. Just like a waste of land. We have Jazz and Creole coming up, brothers and sisters. Wouldn't that be a viable place for individuals to come and stay? Spend the weekend, you know, a hotel right next to Cabrits. No, not a nice idea, not a beautiful idea. But, you know, that's how it goes. Indicated right there, brothers and sisters. Over $30 million. Plus. Sorry about that, guys. $30 million plus. What? $30 million of construction. Oh, $30 million plus of construction, brothers and sisters, has been spent. Left to rot on the crooked, corrupt, nasty, unfulfilled, incompetent government. You can always fill in the blanks, brothers and sisters, when you don't see these words right there. There's MORROCAN, Scamtel. Interesting. MORROCAN Scamtel, I would have to say right there. How much money did they walk away with? Interesting, brothers and sisters. I actually mentioned that some time back. When you say it comes down to washing money, and we believe that the government is washing money. We believe, brothers and sisters, something that we believe in ourselves, because we cannot understand how certain things are being built and then left. You don't think after you spend a set of money, you want the thing to create money for you? No? You don't think so? No? Alright. Well, based on what we saw there, brothers and sisters, the Moroccan hotel is there. It's just not being used and cannot be used. Because, you know, termite, you know, and rat maybe, and birds having a field day there. Maybe, brothers and sisters, the animal farm. I tell you, bring your cattle there. Alright. Anyways, brothers and sisters, how much money did they walk away with is an important question. We are calling on Chief of Police Dave Idiotson Valkyrie. That is something else. The one-sided criminal investigation department and the non-functional wash your foot in the corner and come financial poor people intelligence investigation. That is a name, we pal. That is a name. We are calling on Chief of Police Dave Idiotson Valkyrie, the one-sided criminal investigation department and the non-functional wash your foot in the corner and come financial poor people intelligence investigation unit of the police loss of Dominica for an immediate investigation. What investigation? Asking Dominican police to make investigations is like trying to water a dashing leaf. You know that? You're trying to make the dashing leaf get some water inside it. You know, you just pouring water and dashing leaf, brothers and sisters. You know much things that are happening in Dominica that requires investigation. Where is $6.2 billion? None of which the police is accounting to make clarifications. None of that. Let's say what Skerrit said, it disappeared true. Or he don't disappear. He never said disappear. He admitted that it was something else. But you know, based on the laws, all money is raised for Dominica. It's supposed to come to the consolidated fund. You are the police chief who is supposed to uphold the law. And you're letting that slide. And people talking about investigation to happen. Alright then. All the best. But of course, they are asking the police, incompetence like whoa, to intervene, brothers and sisters, in the affairs of this Moroccan hotel in the north of the island, and a criminal investigation into where the money has gone. That looking like a $30 million house. Let me leave it alone here. Maybe it's inside. Maybe the 30 million inside the house, inside the hotels, or whatever that thing, that structure is, brothers and sisters. An investigation needs to be done. Of course, they indicated that the Moroccan hotel was going to employ a number of persons, and none of that happened. Of course, monies was wasting right there, brothers and sisters. It's kind of like when they build the West Coast Road, brothers and sisters. They dug it up, they fixed it, and then the Wasco come and uproot it to put pipe. That is how Dominica working, you know, guys. Dominica is a completely backward place. Completely backward, brothers and sisters. We're doing things backward. But I wish it's lying. Look one day. Look it right there for you. $30 million they spend, brothers and sisters. Not a dime. Well, let me not say make a dime, because I think during that some people I was staying inside there because they wanted to put them somewhere. So let me not say a dime, brothers and sisters. But this. Come on. Jazz and Creole coming up. People would be nice. It would be nice for them to be inside there, but you know, that's how it goes, you know, unfortunately, in Dominica. How is it that these hotel doors cannot be opened to the public for more than 10 years now? We are waiting. Let me repeat that again, brothers. Let me repeat that again, brothers and sisters. How is it that this hotel doors cannot be opened to the public for more than 10 years? 10 years. As I'm thinking about hotels, brothers and sisters, I remember the Lai River project. Lai Hotel project, brothers and sisters, where apparently $100 million just disappear. Just like that. $30 million spent. And all you do find labor rights, all you do find a problem with that. You mean monies that could actually be used to help you further your education, elevate your standings, get certain things that are required for the healthcare. Many I'm sure of your family members would have been alive today if that money was redirected to the hospitals, so the hospitals can get proper equipment. They have a hospital in Portsmouth called the Smart Hospital. Not on the basis that it can actually do smart things, you know, but because the AC can probably turn off on its own, or because you have motion sensor lights, and you probably have solar on the top. Boy, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. But of course, brings us to this question right here, brothers and sisters. Do you believe that Labour has lied to Dominican people? 24 years of pipe in this, pie in the sky, pie flinging, brothers and sisters. The sky is falling. Pie in the sky promises, brothers and sisters. Pipe dreams. 24 years of pipe dreams. No boats. They indicated they were going to get boats for us to go and get markets and, you know, agriculture and make ding dang. No boats. No coffee plant. Wait, where the coffee plant? you see products on the shelf? Okay, you will tell me about it. No ROSEAU modification, brothers and sisters, just lies upon lies and more lies. And it's interesting that they will come during election time and tell you what they're going to be doing when they haven't met the five the 5 elections, brothers and sisters, from my understanding. 5 or 4, one of them, brothers and sisters. Elections have gone by where people tend to make promises what they will be doing in the elections, right? They come, serve, don't do it. Next election, come to promise you again. Don't do it. Come to promise you again next election. Don't do it. Come to promise you again next election. And you forget all the rest of the things that they stated that they're going to be doing, brothers and sisters. All the things that they stated that they're going to be doing. I mean, it doesn't take much to wonder if you've been bamboozled there. I mean, and I'm thinking to myself, brothers and sisters, I don't think that Dominicans, I definitely think that Dominicans do know that they are being bamboozled. But I think they have the laissez-faire mind frame in the understanding that, hey, well, it could be worse. They're not looking for the better, you know. They're thinking, well, it could be worse, man. We don't hit rock bottom yet, Mr. Lakes. People told me that Mr. Lakes, we don't hit rock bottom yet. What are you talking about now? So you're waiting to hit rock bottom before you decide, hey, we can change and do something. Everything these people stated that they're going to be doing has not been done. What? Brothers and sisters, we have lost jobs. Personally, as somebody that looks at the people and the elevation and the depletion of the people's ability for them to utilize the economy, I mean, it's very clear in Dominica. Very clear. You travel to other Caribbean islands, the people actually, the government officials, although they might have their struggles, yes, true, but they're actually doing things for the people. One of the biggest people I have problems with is Gaston Brown. But when I seen that jobs being created, when I seen that they are doing things so that more monies can flow into Antigua, I cannot be vexed with Gaston Brown on that simple fact. Well, I think it needs to change so that somebody else can get a better opportunity to further enhance the place. I believe so. It definitely needs to change. But on the basis of just seeing 800 jobs being created, they are building stuff in Barbuda so rich people can fly in and, you know, utilize, you know, different amenities in that region right there, brothers and sisters, which of course is going to elevate Barbuda. Barbuda is going to be another St. Bart's, it seems. Well, that's the projection it looks like it's heading. And you see a number of things actually happening. Brothers and sisters, when you look at Dominica, what you seeing? I see the other day they're trying to bring back daily flights to Dominica, which I think is a good thing. Not only that though, they indicated that they're going to try not just to bring back daily flights, but they're going to try and double it as well, to see that in that regard, to hope that things make a change. But I mean, the inauguration coming in and just after the Rona is happening, so people want to fly. You mean to tell me during that time the daily flights die? And you think after people have settled because they are not shackled anymore, they can freely go, you think now they're going to look to come to Dominica like that, brothers and sisters? What the reason that they would have to come to Dominica? What? World Cup cricket going to happen in June, you know, brothers and sisters. Dominica had 2 games and Skerrit lost it for Dominica. Yes. The very Skerrit himself lost it for Dominica. He himself earlier on saying that he need to increase and make things happen for Dominicans to be able to get sports. We got it. Aye. And the man lose it too. Americans them creating stadium now. And we still fighting to put lights. Lights that would have been put up in July 2023. That's what the contractor stated. He said he would have no problems. But there's some fishy business going on in the government, brothers and sisters. Some fishy vibes. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Talk about fish, brothers and sisters, and pipe dreams. Well, we have something for the people them. We have something for the people them. So outside of Dominica not having the ability, or the people not having the ability to elevate their standing when it comes down to their income, because that's very depleted, or it's handled by very few people, you know, within a certain sect of Dominica. The Prime Minister is then telling the Dominican people that he's confident that Dominicans can handle an increase in water, brothers, an increase in the price for water. Now, brothers and sisters, I don't know if the water gain extra minerals somewhere or getting gold, you know. They just sell some chicken. I went to a restaurant one time and they gave us gold chicken, brothers and sisters. They spread it in with gold and you eat the gold. That was interesting to me, brothers and sisters. But we had gold chicken. Yes. We had some golden chicken. Yes, man. Tastes normally like chicken. I don't get the point of putting that. I myself would never, my money, you would never see my money pay for that. I think it was $100 and something for the chicken. But, so I don't know if the water gain gold. You know, I don't know if the water get the ability to create the fountain of youth. That's why they increase in the prices, brothers and sisters. The water come from the sky. You know, it come from the sky. It come from Mother Earth. Gases, brothers and sisters, from the heat of the earth coming up. And when it reaches the cold air, brothers and sisters, it turns into water and it flows. That's why you get the source. So you have rivers like this, and you have water coming down from the trees. You know, one of the reasons why I don't understand why we don't build more trees around the rivers, because the rivers are definitely drying up. But you know, I don't know why that. But what has happened to the water? Why prices have to go up, brothers and sisters? Why? So I'm guessing the water definitely is free. But maybe the pipes to run this stuff got more expensive. Maybe to replace it got more expensive. But brothers and sisters, people have been paying for the pipes, not the water they're paying for, you know. They're paying for the water to reach their house. Okay? So it's interesting. You pay for the flow of water into your house, even though the water is free. Why don't you pay for the pipes though? So you'll have a fixed rate. But no, it's more money they want to make on the people. But of course, as indicated right there, brothers and sisters, water increase is coming to the nature isle of the Caribbean. The nature isle of the Caribbean that flows with 365 rivers, they say. And we getting to increase. Not like it's a shortage of water that happening, but not a shortage, no. You know what demand and supply is, brothers and sisters? When the demand for something is high and there's low supply, the price increase. When there's a lot of supply, brothers and sisters, obviously there will be little demand for it. Therefore, the prices decrease. We have an abundance of water. It's not like water depleting and in price is increasing. Oh boy. And the Prime Minister is now telling the people he's confident that the Dominicans can afford it or handle it right there amidst mounting financial challenges. I love the way they write that. Let me read it again, brothers. Let me bring it and make it bigger for all your eye sockets. Amidst mounting financial challenges, brothers and sisters, plaguing the nature isle of Dominica, Dominica Water and Sewage Company Ltd, the WASCO, the government of Dominica has taken decisive action by approving a rate increase to safeguard the company's operations and service maintenance. So water is flowing free. They're building pipes and these kind of things to take to a number of persons. Let's say the pipes probably get expensive and they have to maintain it, but you have created water, you have created monies already. But this is logic that there. I'm not paying for the water, you know, water flowing free. It's not like you thinking. We have the pumps and all those things. They're sure to pump the water and what have you. Yes, true. But monies have been spent in accordance to that, and you're telling us you're going to increase the prices on already the people that can't even afford. Well, that's what labor rights want, brothers and sisters. However, the timing of this move has ignited a fiery debate, a fierce, brothers and sisters, a lava debate, especially against the backdrop of prevailing economic hardship. Very important right there. Prevailing economic hardship, brothers and sisters, with households already stretching thin or stretched thin, concerns abound about the added burden of heightened expenses. Yet amidst the apprehension, Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, I don't know if it's honorable, dishonorable I'll have to say, stands firm, expressing unwavering confidence that citizens will weather this increase with resilience. Hey, that's scary too easy though. He checking that Dominica is the most resilient nation on earth, brothers and sisters. We can face lava and we're resilient, man. So instead of facing natural disasters as resilience, we are facing Skerrit, and we are resilient with Skerrit, brothers and sisters. And he believes in himself, despite economic hardship that is due to him. He is the one at fault for the economic hardship of the nature of Dominica. Skerrit is 100% the one at fault for Dominica's economic hardship. And he's telling the Dominican people that he has created hardship for, that he believes that they will be able to weather this storm for the increase in free water services, brothers and sisters, to the Dominican Passive. Yes, Lord. I wouldn't mind if he was actually doing things in the place, brothers and sisters, getting the right market so agriculture can make something, you know, and we set up factories and we, you know, herbs and what have you, brothers and sisters. We're studying these things. We're sending people overseas to study herbs and, you know, coming back to, you know, make this thing a multi-billion-dollar industry in Dominica. But when you have no vision, brothers and sisters, what do you expect? And he always telling people he has the vision. Interesting. During a press conference held on April 5th, Skerrit addressed inquiries from the media regarding a proposed rate increase by the Seoul Water Company, which had been brought up by the previous year. I think this question has been asked a number of times. He mentioned the recommendations had been made, and a study was conducted by the Caribbean Development Bank regarding the sustainability of the WASCO and ensuring that it remains capable of delivering clean, potable water to every community and household. Brothers and sisters, you'll just read this stuff for yourself. I'll just scroll it so you guys can read this stuff for you. I'm not gonna read everything right there. It's really sad what is going on. I think persons need to wake up and rise up and, you know, do something about what the Skerrit is doing all you, because if you don't listen in to me and I'm pointing out everything for you guys to see, well, it's up to you guys. The government has to be paying the WASCO loans and providing money for the WASCO. But why is the government complaining about providing loans for the WASCO? Okay, he's providing loans for the WASCO, complaining. Domlec, on the other hand, was making severe profits, massive profits, brothers and sisters, massive profits they were making. The same government is then telling Domlec that they have to rent their machines. All you? So he's talking about Dominica, the government of Dominica giving the WASCO loans. How you pay? I don't understand that. How you giving the WASCO loans? The WASCO apparently doesn't make much money, they say. The people always paying for the usage of their meters and what have you, brothers and sisters. So the WASCO definitely makes some money. But apparently the expenses on the WASCO might be too much. So it doesn't meet the demand. So the government has to provide loans for the WASCO. How does the WASCO pay back these loans? How? If the government is footing the bill for the WASCO because the WASCO is not making profits, why would the government give the WASCO, a business that's not making profit, loans? How would then that business that don't making profit pay back these loans? Can somebody answer this question for me? So if that is the case, and I look at Domlec, brothers and sisters, Domlec making massive profits, obviously Domlec will be able to pay these loans back. They didn't buy the generators for themselves because due to IRC, who's heading IRC? The government. So when they regulate that, brothers and sisters, this is why one the former general manager had to go. Right now she's working in Barbados. She left because of all the craziness that was happening in Dominica. She literally stated the problem is the generators that need to meet the generation capacity needs to be there. Domlec can buy these things. They chose not to. Well, for whatever reason, apparently they chose not to buy it, and then now they are renting from the government of Dominica. The government of Dominica is then saying the government has to pay the WASCO loans, has to be paying the WASCO loans and providing money for the WASCO to do a number of things. Also, the government paying for the WASCO loans. So where are all the monies that the WASCO is making? And you think an increase? Boy, I think that has hit my head, you know. That's hit my head right there. So it's not that the government giving Domlec, but if they pay their loans, it's still a loan they have to take to pay it back. If the government is paying Domlec loan, the WASCO loans, is that grants the government is giving the WASCO? Oh my God, I don't know. And furthermore, brothers and sisters, if you're talking about the pipes and the system that needs to come to Dominica, the households, isn't the government the one causing the pipes and stuff that will reach the household to bring waters to the households? Isn't the government the one responsible for that? When they have high taxes and this kind of things, or tariffs or whatever you want to call it, because building materials going up, brothers and sisters, not true. When you're doing plumbing and this kind of things there, that's not part of housing. So you have pipes and this kind of things that you have all kind of taxes and this kind of things there on it. an increase, boy, I don't understand you, man. I really do. An increase on these things that will be put on the people's back. Would it be better that the government take out the taxes and the VAT and what have you on plumbing supplies? Wouldn't that make more sense? I don't know. I really don't know, brothers and sisters. Because I thought DOWASCO was getting a loan from the government. But apparently it stated right there that the government is paying DOWASCO loans. But if government paying DOWASCO loans, don't you think the problem here would be the VAT and these kind of things that they have on DOWASCO? Don't you think that would be it? If there's a problem and you're saying, but we're paying these loans for the, well, take out the boy. No, you're concerned about receiving your monies while at the same time giving them monies in return. I don't know, guys. This doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. It's pretty much all your bias for this year. Brbptv reactions. I just found it interesting, man. I just really found it interesting. And on top of that, though, instead of we making surplus, you know, we're receiving $70 million of export, which means Dominica is importing $70 million worth of stuff that it has to pay for. Well, click the thumbs up button if you understand this video, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate that. Subscribe and turn on that post notification so you can get the latest vibrations when it drops, brothers and sisters. And of course, with that said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. What are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say in that regard. I think I'm very confused. I'm very confused about what is happening. It's like you created the cause and trying to solve it, but you that created them to be in that situation, and then you say you're trying to solve it. Gasa, be real. Be positive.